Hello, everyone. Welcome to Monday afternoon and some Hatha Yoga. So I hope you've had a nice weekend and you're ready to start your week getting centered and harmonized. So today we're going to focus on the harmony of body, mind, and spirit. And we're going to use affirmations to help keep our mind focused on what we're doing. We're going to use some breathing and some affirmations to help us do that. Because the whole point of Hatha Yoga is to get ourselves so that our body is free of tension, our life force is balanced, our mind is calm, so we can sit to meditate and have a good experience and go deeper in meditation. That's why it was developed. So we're going to focus on that harmony of body, mind, and spirit today. So let's begin we're going to inhale, mentally chant Om when we inhale, and then exhale and chant Om out loud. We'll do that just once. Om. Nice way to get centered. So let's now move into Tadasana. So let's plant our feet so that our weight's evenly distributed between the toes and heels. Adjust the abdominal area. We'll bring our arms up, palms facing up. Let our arms float down, turn our fingertips in, adjust our chin. Great. And now let's bring our arms above our head, and we're going to stretch up on our toes, back down on our heels, then bring our palms together. You can face the screen. I'm turning sideways. We're just going to do a little arch back. And then bringing our palms back to center. Now let's do 4 full yoga breaths. So bending forward, exhaling completely. And remember, when you're inhaling, the important thing is you're using your diaphragm. You're filling the lower, middle, upper portion of the lungs. And exhaling completely, nice, long, slow exhalation. And on the last one, arms at your sides. Okay, we'll do a half moon next. So bringing the left hand in front, cross palms, lock thumbs, stretch on your toes, back down to the heels, bending to your left. And the affirmation, strength and courage fill my body cells. By mentally repeating the affirmation, we help to keep our mind focused on what we're doing. And then back to center, we'll stretch on our toes, back down on our heels, lower our arms, and pause. And now the other side, opposite hand in front this time, stretching first, back down on our heels, and bending to your right. And then back to center, stretch, and lower our arms. We're going to do a chair pose next. So we'll start out by coming up onto our toes and stretching, arms are up, and then coming down, arms out or open like a big easy chair. This posture has a mood of openness, particularly in the heart. And then we'll come out. We're going to stretch up on our toes again, back down on our heels and lower our arms. We're going to do warrior one, but then we're going to add a little variation to it. So stepping out with the right leg, your left leg is extended behind you. And you bring your arms up. And then we'll lower our arms. We're going to bring our leg forward, place your hands on your hips, and then we're going to lift our left leg with a bent knee, and then straighten the leg, and then bring it back to the bent knee, and lower that leg. Stepping back with the right leg, and we'll arch back again. Your arms are apart. And then we'll lower our arms, step forward, and then hands on the hips. We'll raise our right leg with the bent knee, and then straighten the leg, and then bending the knee again, and lower. You can mentally chant Om as you pause, if that is helpful in keeping your mind engaged and being nice and still. Okay, let's move into warrior two next. So stepping out with your left leg, right leg is extended. Arms are up, looking over your shoulder. And then we'll turn our foot in, bring our feet together, and lower our arms. And now opposite side. And then we'll turn our foot in, bring our feet together, and pause. And now let's move into a wide leg forward bend. So feet nice and far apart, further out than the shoulders. And then we'll bend forward from the hips And then just relax all the way down. And now let's move into the classic triangle. So left hand to the left knee, calf, or foot. Opposite arm is extended. And the affirmation, touching the earth, I aspire heavenward. And then we'll lower our arm. We'll just relax in the middle again. And then move to the opposite side. And then lowering our arm. And then let's come back up slowly. Bring our feet together. Now let's move to the back of our mats. We'll do a jackknife. So bring our arms up, stretching up on our toes, lengthening our spine, and then back down on our heels, bending from our hips. And the affirmation, what in this world can hold me? And grasping ankles, calves, or knees, draw your head in. And then releasing. And coming up slowly. And now let's move into a backward bend. So stepping forward with the left leg, coming onto the right knee, adjusting yourself for balance, and then arch back. And the affirmation, I am free, I am free. And we'll bring our arms down, we adjust our balance, and stand up. And now opposite side, coming down onto the right knee. And we'll shift our weight forward and arch back. I am free, I am free. And then bringing your hands down, readjust your balance and stand up. Let's move to the front of our mats now. We're going to do salutation to the moon. And let's be really focused on every movement as we do it. So we're going to arch back, arms apart, coming forward, fingers and toes line up. And then we come down to a squat. Coming back onto the left knee. And we'll arch back. And then stretch forward. Bring your right leg back onto two knees. Let's arch back onto two knees. And then spreading our knees apart. Slide all the way up into a cobra. And then coming back, stretching back. Coming back onto two knees, arching back again. Then palms to the mat. Left leg comes forward. We shift our weight forward. And then we arch back onto the right knee. Palms to the mat again, coming to the squat position. And then bringing our hips up. And then come all the way up. Arch back. And pause. And now let's do the star pose. The star pose is great for centering, energizing, and just opening us up to a flow. So feet wider than the shoulders, arms come up, palms facing up. We're sensing universal energy behind us. It fills every cell of our being, and it radiates out from us. If your arms get tired while we're doing this, you can just lower them and then bring them back up. Keep your shoulders relaxed and just be aware of that flow of energy. It's filling you, it's moving through you. And then bring your feet together, lower your arms. And now you can lie down and rest in Savasana. You can sit up now and face your screen. I'm going to sit sideways because we're going to slide forward while sitting cross-legged, and so I wanted you to be able to see. So sitting in a comfortable cross-legged position, then sliding your hands forward, bring your forehead towards the mat. And then walking your hands back up. Now let's bring our hands behind us and arch our back, dropping our head back. And then we'll bring our hands back. And now we'll do a Lord of the Fishes. It's basically a spinal twist with a little variation. So we'll stretch out the right leg, left leg crosses over it. We're going to bring our right arm against it. That hand is up, left arm is behind us, and we're looking over our left shoulder. And the affirmation, come, my friends, join my feast of joy. And then we'll untwist. You can stretch your legs out, both legs out in front of you. We'll just pause in that position. And now the opposite side, keeping the left leg straight, the right leg crosses over it, left arm presses against the right leg, right arm is behind your back, and you're looking over your right shoulder. And then we'll untwist. Let's come on to our hands and knees. We're going to do a lizard. So let's bring our right leg forward, knee is bent, our hands are inside the leg, left leg is stretched behind us, and we're looking up. I'm not sure we look like lizards, but and then we'll bring our right leg back, we'll stretch back. And again, with arms out in front, forehead on the mat, we'll pause. And we'll come back up. This time we'll bring the left leg forward, hands inside, stretching our right leg back and looking up. And then bring our left leg back, stretching back again, forehead on the mat, arms out in front. And now let's come back up onto our hands and knees. We're going to do a cat. So we'll arch the spine up and down. And then we'll do that 2 more times. And then relaxing the spine, bring the left knee to the forehead and your leg up behind you. And then we're going to bring the knee back to the forehead. and down. And now the right side, right knee to the forehead. Right leg comes up. Knee back to the forehead. And then we're going to arch the spine up and down. Relax it and then stretch back. Again, forehead on the mat. And then coming back into the firm. And now let's do a hare. So dropping our hands to our sides, forehead to the mat. And then bring your head a little closer to your knees, rolling onto your heels and lifting your hips. And then lower yourself down. Keep your forehead on the mat. We're going to do a long hare. So bring your head out, 1.5 feet or so away from the knees. And then we're going to grasp our ankles and roll up onto our head and our knees. And then lower yourself back down. Keep your forehead on the mat. A lot of blood and oxygen, energy rushing to the head. We don't want to get up too quickly. And then coming back up into the firm. Now let's do a camel. Coming onto our knees, you can just push forward from the lower back, or you can curl your toes under, reaching back for your heels and arching back. If you want to do a variation, palms together in front of the chest and then above your head. And then we'll come out. Now we're going to slide up into a Sphinx pose, and from there we'll move to the up dog. The up dog is like a cobra, except that the hips are off the mat and you can curl your toes under if you like. So let's go to the Sphinx pose first. Forearms on the mat. And now we're going to move to the up dog. So bringing our hands by our shoulders, coming all the way up. And you can curl your toes under, hips are off the mat. And you can come down to the cobra where the hips are on the mat. And then as you start to come down, bring your arms to your sides. And now bring your forehead back to the mat. We'll do a bow. So bending your knees, grasping your feet in your hands, lifting your torso and legs. And then lower yourself down. And then rolling over onto your back. We're going to do a bow with bent knees. Not, sorry, a bow. I mean a boat. So lifting your torso and legs, your knees are bent, hands are alongside the knees. And then we'll lower ourselves back down. And then we're going to raise our legs to an L position. We're just going to do a couple of parts of inverted poses. So we'll rotate our ankles a couple times in each direction. And we're just going to do the simple inverted and the parallel plow and then come down into the bridge. So let's move into the simple inverted, or you can bring your legs up along the wall. And then the parallel plow, legs parallel to the floor. And then let's roll our spine out and come into a bridge. And we'll lower our hips down. And we'll move into a fish. And then coming out of the fish. And then bring your knees to your chest, and we'll do a little rock and rolling. And then we'll straighten the right leg, hugging your left leg into your chest. And then straighten that leg, and then bringing your right leg up, hugging that leg into your chest. And straighten that one. And then we'll bend our knees. And we'll do threading the needle. So left ankle on the right thigh, wrapping your arms around your right leg and bringing it closer to your body. Now we're going to release our arm. We're going to keep our legs in that position just for a few seconds. And then we'll lower our legs. And now the other side. So wrapping your arm around your left leg, bringing that leg closer to your chest. And we'll release our hands, holding that position. And lower our legs. And next we'll do a supine spinal twist. So bending your left knee, bringing that leg across your right leg to the floor, extending your left arm behind you. Look over your shoulder. And then reaching back, bringing that left knee back to center, straightening it out. And then bending your right knee, bring that leg across the left to the floor. Right arm is extended. And then we'll bring our right knee back to center. Straighten our legs. And now we're going to do sahajams on our back. These are just great for getting that harmony and that centeredness and preparing us to stay centered as we're active. So let's begin by inhaling, lifting our left arm and leg. The left arm comes all the way over our head. When we exhale twice as long as the inhale, making the ha sound. Lowering our leg and arm. Now the right side. Both legs and arms. We'll do 2 more rounds. So on the left side, inhaling. Right side. Both arms and legs. And now 1 more round, left side. Right side. Both arms and legs. And we're going to do a wide leg twist now. So bending your knees, have them on opposite sides of the mat. And then we're going to drop our knees to the left. And we're going to extend our right arm. So a little bit different stretch than a half spinal twist, than a supine spinal twist. And then you can bring your legs back to center. We'll straighten our legs to pause for a moment. And then we'll bend our knees again. Feet at the edges of your mat. So it's a nice wide distance, and then dropping your knees to the right side and extending your left arm. And then bringing our knees back to center, straightening our legs. Now we're going to move into Supta Baddha Konasana. So bringing our feet together, our knees are apart, and they're just relaxing down. You can put your left hand on the navel, right hand on the heart. And the idea is to just let your knees relax. And then you can straighten your legs. And we're going to prepare for deep relaxation. So you can start by rubbing your palms together briskly till they get warm, and then palm your eyes. We want to release as much eye tension as we can. And then lowering your arms to your sides. And then inhale, lift your arms an inch or two off the mat, tense your arms and legs, lifting them up just a little bit, and then exhale, relax, let them flop down. And now we'll enter a state of very deep peace. And we'll do this by relaxing our bodies. So let's begin by visualizing a beautiful white light. It's soft like a mist. It fills your room. Very gently, it surrounds and supports your body. You feel light and free, just like you're floating on a cloud. This beautiful, soft mist now enters the toes of your left foot, relaxing each toe. It fills your arch, your heel, fills your calf, your knee, your thigh, and your hip. Your left leg completely relaxed. This gentle mist now fills the toes of your right foot, one by one. It fills your arch, heel, your calf, knee, thigh, and hip. Both legs free of tension. This loving mist fills your abdomen, And very gently, it fills your chest, filling your heart, your lungs. And now the mist moves around to enter your back at the hips. It fills your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back. The sweet mist now fills the fingers of your left hand. It fills your hand, your forearm, elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. Your left arm relaxed and free of tension. The soothing mist fills the fingers of your right hand. It fills your hand, your forearm, elbow, your upper arm, and your shoulder. Both arms and shoulders completely relaxed. The sweet mist fills your neck, and it brings its peace and calmness into your jaw, teeth, tongue, lips, your left cheek, your right cheek. It fills your left eye, your right eye. Very gently now, it moves around to enter your brain, filling all your brain cells, filling and relaxing your thoughts and feelings. And now the mist moves out to touch every hair on your head. Your entire body is now completely relaxed. And this leaves your consciousness free, free to expand. It expands first to fill your room. It expands out to the community, throughout the country. It expands throughout the continent. It expands beyond mountains, beyond trees. It expands to the galaxies. It expands beyond galaxies, beyond galaxies, beyond, until the entire universe is but a speck of light in one tiny corner of your infinite peace. Enjoy. And now it's time to bring our awareness back, back from the universes, back from the galaxies, all the way back to your body. Returns first behind your eyes. Float your face, neck, and throat with renewed vitality, renewed consciousness. Moves down the left arm to the fingertips, down the right arm to the fingertips, into your heart, lungs, chest, abdomen, down your back. Moves into the left leg to the toes, right leg to the toes. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Then inhale, stretch your arms above your head, tense. And lower your arms, relax. And rolling over onto one side, you can face your screen. And we'll do just a couple of energizing breaths to make sure we are fully back in our bodies, nicely harmonized, ready for the rest of the evening. So we'll do a short and a long breath through the nose, and then a short and a long exhale through the mouth, making the ha sound when we exhale. So it's like this. So let's do 5 of those. Okay, well, I hope you're feeling so much more centered and balanced now. And thank you all for joining me. And for those of you who can stay, I will turn the recording off and turn cameras on. Jai.